Hello and very warm welcome to the YouEngine Critiques. I'm so glad that you actually decided to press the play button and watch this video. Well, I'm sure that this short video will actually fill you with a lot of insights that you can take back to your table and apply some of them. So first of all, well, who's behind this voice? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm a positioning strategist and I help you position your arguments in the minds of your prospects. And well, I help you turn your frail messaging, your weak messaging to fascinating conversations on copies and all forms. And I do all of this to help you fuel your conversions. Well, I believe that dismal conversions have their root in weak messaging that fails to make a deeper connection with the heart. So that's what I do at the YouEngine currently. In my previous avatar, I was a corporate storyteller and my focus was on sustainability. I use techniques of storytelling to inspire behavior change, and well, I had a lot of witty cartoons in my presentations and I loved that. Okay, so first, let's understand what the purpose really is of these critique videos. To help you learn how you can ensure that your messaging is strategic and evokes immense clarity. Now, this messaging could be in form of copies in different formats, right? Right from your landing pages to sales pages to the small Facebook ad copy or to your email autoresponders, just everywhere, right? Now, secondly, how you can make your value proposition Virgin Mojito clear so that your audience is not baffled over why they should choose you over your competition. Thirdly, how simple conversations can form better connections that fuel conversions. Fourthly, how your Facebook ads can bring you the much-deserved moolah and not take away your last saved dinero. And finally, how positioning can transform the way people think of your business and you. Well, so that's the purpose of these critique videos. So I would encourage you to stay glued to your chair and keep watching this video as I start off with another brilliant critique. Now, this ad is from Wishpond, and I also have the landing page which you see after you click on this learn more button. So, all right, first off, it really starts on the right note because it starts with a question, which is people bouncing from your website. Now, this is a very conversational, piece of copy. So, kind of a question that you would actually be telling yourself or be telling your friend, people bouncing from my website, right? So, definitely, it hits on the pain point. It hits the nail on its head, right? So, it definitely starts on the right note. Now, as far as the image of this ad goes, well, definitely the panda is nice and it is actually symbolic of a pop-up, which is what this ad is supposed to convey to the reader, right? So, the headline, use pop-ups to get more sales. Well, it has a clear focus on the benefit of using pop-ups, right? And get the most out of your website with pop-ups. Clear benefit focused headline, and it definitely conveys a sense of purpose with ample clarity. But when it actually is trying to sell the click, it says choose from 5 different types of website pop-ups and grow your contact database. So I'm assuming that it is actually, it's going to tell me about the 5 different types of website pop-ups when I actually click on it, right? But what happens is when I click on it, I actually land on this page. Now, it just says create a website pop-up in minutes, which is fine. Again, the focus is on the benefit, but really it doesn't talk about the 5 different types of pop-ups that I could choose from, which is what was actually promised to me here, right? When it is actually talking about this call to action, it's like sign up for what? It's a very generic call to action. It's actually not really guiding me into something, and it is not really telling me what lies after I click this button. So clearly here it fails to sell the click, and also the conversation that it really started here in the ad with this piece of copy that you can choose from 5 different types of website pop-ups, it definitely does not carry forward that conversation to the landing page. Now, well, I have a proposed alternative for this landing page. So this section of the landing page, which is actually above the fold section. So let me show you what is the suggested alternative that I have for this. Right, so it's this one. Now, the headline goes, create a pop-up for your website in minutes to grow your list. So, very specific, right? The spotlight is on the benefit, right? And then it follows up the claim by saying choose from 5 different pop-ups and start capturing leads today without coding skills. Now that's a big win for me because, well, it means that I can just deploy a pop-up right away and I do not need to go to the IT department, or I do not need to have coding skills to be able to set up one. Well, it shows that this is marketeer friendly, right? Further, the call to action button is sign up and create your first website pop-up. Very specific. It really tells you, it's not a generic, sign up. Well, it says sign up and create a first website pop-up. So I clearly know what I get after I click on this button, which is I get, I go to a dashboard, which actually lets me create my first website pop-up, right? Or I go to yeah, of course. I mean, the intermediary step would be filling up a form, but that's fine because now I'm aware why I am filling out a form, right? The secondary call to action, which is this one, which in this case was actually request a demo. Again, extremely specific, extremely generic, because it just tells me request a demo, and I don't know if I'm going to request it right now. I have no idea when that demo is going to come back, because I'm assuming somebody's going to get in touch with me, or what is it exactly? I'm not aware. So I've replaced it with this secondary call to action button, which is watch a short 2-minute demo video now. So again, it is very specific. It tells me what's behind the secondary call to action button, right? And what also these pieces of copy have really done to these CTAs is that it has made both the CTAs very inviting, right? So anyone who is a first-time visitor exactly knows, he can self-qualify himself. He can figure out whether he wants to start with the sign-up process and create his first website, or he's still not clear and he wants to watch the demo video, right? So with a lot more clarity, the value proposition is clear, and also what is expected from a first-time visitor is also very clear, right? Now, when I scrolled down from this section, I actually was encountered by this section. Now, this one actually shows me different types of pop-ups that I can choose from: exit intent, paid scroll, timed, etc. Right? Now, what I also realized was that the copy which is actually written here accompanying these different types of pop-ups is not very convincing, and at best it's bland and it's not very conversational, right? For example, exit intent: show a pop-up to abandoning visitors at the exact moment they're about to leave your website. Well, so what? So they could actually say that, so that, visitors do not abandon your websites without forking over their email address. With that, the spotlight shifts on the benefit. Secondly, paid scroll. Scroll pop-up appears when visitors scroll down your web pages. Okay. Well, could you rather say that you can choose when the scroll pop-up appears based on how far down the visitor has scrolled to show them a relevant offer while they are still hot and engaged, right? So, well, with that, what you're essentially doing is that you're telling them what is the utility of each pop-up and which one should they actually go for, right? So you're making the copy a lot more conversational. You're also helping them decide. You're also helping them choose the right pop-up for their website. Well, if you can actually tell them what's the best utilization of a specific pop-up, it will really help people make their choice. Well, so that's it for this session. Join me in my next session where I review and critique another ad copy and the subsequent landing page.